Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. Hope everyone is doing well on this Tuesday morning. Lots to discuss on the show today, but before we jump into that, please do me a small favour. Make sure to drop a like on today's video and be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to start off the show by talking about Liam Delap, and I want you to have your say on who should be the next Manchester United striker. I want you to get in the comments section right now and let me know your thoughts. Let's start off this story about Liam Delap then. Where is it? Here it is. So this is coming out from multiple different journalists this morning, that apparently it is between Chelsea and Manchester United in relation to who will sign Liam Delap this summer. The story does suggest that apparently Chelsea are currently the favourites to get Liam Delap. I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't know. It seems a little bit strange to me. I don't know why. They're currently sat 6th, which won't get them Champions League football. They already have Nicholas Jackson, who plays in the same position. I'm sure they have some other strikers as well. The point I'm making here is they're not going to get Champions League either. And I don't know. I guess he would get into their team. He'd get into both teams, to be fair. I don't know, I think considering the amount of money that Chelsea have spent, they've got Nkunku, they've got Nicholas Jackson, they've got Fofana, and they've got that Mark I can never say his name, Goy. They've got those 4 players, all who play as strikers. And when you consider the amount of money that Chelsea have spent, like, although we are 13th, 14th, and they're 6th, like, if I was a Chelsea fan, I don't think I'd be particularly happy with the situation there, realistically. You know, to have spent that much money and to still be sat in 6th place and be playing really poor football. It doesn't really, I wouldn't be happy. But yeah, apparently it's between Man United and Chelsea. So it'll be interesting to see how that one materialises. Do you actually want Liam Delap at Manchester United? That's the big question. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I don't know. I always said I wanted someone like Osimhen or Gyökeres, but I think the likelihood of us getting one of them now is probably quite small. When you look at our form, when you look at our position in the table, when you look at, our hopes of having any European football. I mean, if we go out of the Europa League on Thursday, you may as well just completely end the season, So, yeah. But I'd be interested to see what you guys think. Like, is Liam Delap acceptable now? I think realistically, it's got to the point where I don't want to say we just have to accept anything, but I don't know. I feel a little bit like that now. I know people will say, "Oh, we're Manchester United," all the rest of it, but we're probably going to finish like 16th, 17th this season, which is absolutely embarrassing. So I probably would take Liam Delap, is the point I'm trying to make. I probably would. I think at this stage, I don't really see any alternative. Like, the alternative is, I don't know. What's the alternative? Do we really think that Osimhen and Gyökeres are going to come to Manchester United now, all things considered? I don't know. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe Osimhen does decide to come to Manchester United. I just think it's going to be difficult, realistically. It's going to be difficult to convince him when we're in the position we are. But I guess you never know in football. Sometimes crazy things do happen, and maybe, I mean, realistically, the only way I can see them coming is if we just throw loads of money at them. I think Gyökeres is very unlikely to come, but I think there is maybe still a small chance Victor Osimhen will, say, you know what, let's join. But yeah, I'm feeling less and less convinced by the minute that Osimhen or Gyökeres will join Manchester United. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens. What's going on here? Right, let's move on from that though, and let's jump on over to this story about Jean-Claude Blanc. Now, this is a little bit strange. So, the report this morning is saying that apparently Jean-Claude Blanc has left Manchester United. He was one of the directors at the club. He was one of the people on the board. He was here for about a year. He was previously at PSG. He had very high, what's the word? Not expectations. He was highly regarded. That's the word I'm looking for. He was highly regarded in the industry. And for some reason, he has now left Manchester United. And I don't know what's going on with Manchester United in the sense that we constantly seem to employ people who are supposedly the best in class. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, we've just sacked them. I don't get it. I don't get what the model is. Like, why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep sacking people? Sorry, hiring people, and then like a month later, 2 months later, we sack them. Like, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I'd love to know what you guys think about this. But yeah, I don't know. Fred says, why isn't Ruben Amorim coming out telling us who he wants rather than all this speculation? I mean, you can't really do that. That's the problem, because if you do that, it kind of weakens your negotiation power. Yeah, so you can't really, a manager can't really come out and say, oh, I want to sign this player, because it pretty much destroys your bargaining power, which I know most people don't care about. Most people are just like, sign the player. I don't care about bargaining power. But obviously, at the end of the day, it is a negotiation. And, Manchester United will want to try and get the players that they're linked to for as cheap as possible. I mean, they never do get them for as cheap as possible. They always pay the top dollar, don't they, realistically? But yeah, I just think the likelihood of Man United doing that is incredibly small. But you can let me know what you think. Maybe you think like, maybe the manager should come out and say, you know what, I really want to sign this player. Like, this is who I want to go for. Maybe. I just don't think that's how it really works in football anymore, because I think, yeah, I just don't see it, but who knows? Obviously, we've got this massive game on Thursday, so let's talk a little bit about that. I know we have to win every single game as Manchester United fans, otherwise it's a meltdown. But yeah, I mean, this game on Thursday is huge for Manchester United, absolutely huge, and we have to just hope and pray that they manage to get a win here. Because if they don't, I don't even know how. I mean, the rest of the season will literally just be pointless then, won't it? So we just have to pray that Manchester United can pull something together. Are we confident? I'm not really confident. But I don't know. I think Lyon probably were the better side in the first leg, weren't they? Would we all agree that Lyon were the better side? Ant says there was an emergency team meeting yesterday where Ruben Amorim lost his shit with the players. Wow. I didn't see that. Ellen says, does anybody know what's happening with Malacia? No idea. No idea. I think the likelihood of Malacia coming is probably quite small, realistically. Coming back. I think he'll be sold. Where? I don't know, but I imagine he'll probably be sold, yeah. So I think he's got a buy option with PSV for around 10 million. So yeah, that's one to keep an eye on for the summer. Ephraim says, what do you think about this story that Ineos want to sign somebody from Formula One for the team? I don't understand it. I don't understand 99% of Ineos's decisions, to be honest. Like, none of them make any sense to me. So it's just a whole load of confusion at the moment, realistically. But yeah, I guess that's just how it is in football sometimes, isn't it? You're just left confused, scratching your head, thinking, how have we got to where we are now? How are we in the position we are? But yeah, I'm going to keep it as a short video today, guys, because there's not that much to talk about, and got quite a busy day ahead. But thank you very much for watching. I'll be back live tomorrow, Wednesday. Hopefully there's more to talk about. Obviously, the transfer window's opening soon, so the shows will probably be a bit longer. But thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. This has been Daily Red Devil, and I'll speak to you all on the next.